What's going on, guys? On this episode of Fan Film Friday, I'm checking out Halloween by CNT Films. That's right, another one. If you're not familiar with them, CNT is an awesome YouTube channel who makes horror movies. Last season, for some reason, I started with the third one and not part one. Don't ask me why. But anyway, on this episode, we'll be doing the very first film. And if you haven't already, head on over to their YouTube channel and check them out. While you're there, don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, on with the show. The film starts off on Halloween 1998. A car is speeding around a neighborhood as Judith Myers is doing her makeup in her bedroom. The kid in the car turns out to be her boyfriend, who comes over to scare the shit out of her wearing the iconic mask. Just then, Michael walks into her room dressed as freaking Ghostface and asks to go trick-or-treating, to which she declines and tells him to go by himself. Classic Judith. Her boyfriend goes outside, and Michael pops out and hits him in the head with a bat. Pretty brutal. After that, he goes inside and grabs a knife and puts on the good old Shatner mask. Then, I'm sure we all know what happens next. He stabs Judith. However, this one's a bit different because she actually makes it down the stairs and gets stabbed out on the front yard. We then get some text stating that Michael's baby sister was adopted after the incident and that Michael's whereabouts are unknown. Years later, in 2013, a girl is stumbling around when a passerby offers to help. But that wasn't the best idea because Michael is right behind them. Michael throws her to the ground and stabs the hell out of her. The other girl, who turns out to be Laurie Strode, runs from Michael and tries to hide out. But all of a sudden, Michael appears above her on the top of a picnic table and starts stabbing downward, similar to that scene in H2O. And finally, he catches up to her, and, ooh, no, I'm just kidding, that was all a dream. As she's wandering around the house, she finds a note left behind by her mom saying that she's gone for the weekend. So, what does that mean? Laurie's all alone. Is she going to set up booby traps for Michael like Home Alone style? Or is she going to throw a Project X party? Well, it's Halloween, so something's about to happen. As Laurie is heading to class, Michael goes to what I assume is his old house and digs up the old Shatner. Then, a bit later on, as Laurie's walking home, he plays an intense game of hide-and-seek with her. Man, he sure is good at that. Afterward, we meet this kid who's skating around town and just so happens to cross paths with the Shape. Michael just so happens to be lurking behind another tree. No big deal. He ends up slashing the kid and chasing him for what seems like miles. And he finally ends up at this house and tries to hide, and he successfully evades Michael. That is, until he trips over a leaf or something, and then, yeah, he's dead. A bit later on, Laurie picks up Tommy, who she's getting ready to babysit that night. As they walk home, they're confronted by Michael head-on, recreating that classic hedge scene from the original movie. And then, he just disappears. As they're getting ready for the night, Laurie's making popcorn while Tommy watches Scream. Oh, so you're letting this little kid watch Scream? Really? That's a great idea. But then again, I watched horror movies when I was that age, so whatever. As to be expected, Michael joins the party, and then there's this weird time jump because all of a sudden he's at the neighbor's house where Laurie's friend Annie is babysitting as well. As the kid is minding their own business, Michael just walks right in and, oh, well, alrighty then. As Michael pursues Annie throughout the house, it's an intense chase. That is, until she just falls to the ground in the kitchen for no good reason. Like literally all you had to do was stand up and run. But, back to Laurie, she finds a weird package at her door containing some old photos, and then is suddenly called by Tommy, who is just freaked out. Yeah, probably because you let him watch horror movies. Then, Annie stumbles into some dead bodies and meets Michael face to face. Then there's this crazy scene where Michael actually goes after Tommy and kills him. He actually kills Tommy. Damn. When she doesn't answer the phone, Laurie goes to find Annie, and she finds a bunch of people dead all over the house, and Annie still somewhat alive. So she calls the cops just as Michael shows up for the final battle. But unfortunately, there's not one. Instead, Michael goes all Rob Zombie Halloween and shows her a picture of them as kids, trying to connect with her. And just like the other movie, Laurie just doesn't understand. So she runs and hides from him, and let's be honest, he's always going to find you. After a scene reminiscent of the closet scene from the original movie, Laurie finds a gun and shoots Michael a couple of times. She shot him! She shot him 6 times! And I think we all know it's not over yet. He gets back up, and then she just shoots him right in the head. Okay, there. Now it's over. Oh, wait a minute, it's not? He just got up and walked away? Of course he did. The end. All in all, I think it was a great movie. They tried to recreate the 1978 film while still being somewhat original in certain parts. I like the girl that played Laurie. She played a really good part. And Michael was pretty savage. I mean, he killed a kid. That's pretty crazy. And the skateboard kid, he didn't stand a chance at all. CNT Films is 2 for 2 so far with these fan films. And if you want to see it for yourself, head on over to their YouTube channel and check it out. Or just check the link in the description box below. This has been another episode of Fan Film Friday. If you like the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more. And with that, I'll see you on the next one.